Well, it's time for us to introduce a brand new song. Rutgers is kind of like a hometown for us, so it really means a lot to us when we can debut a song here at Rutgers.
I mean, it's kind of like a hometown.
Well, for some of us, it is a hometown. When we first arrived tonight, we did a sound check and decided that we would run through this song once, and we were given really terrific encouragement by Mrs. Funk, who said, "Oh God, you're not going to play that." So we have our fingers crossed. This song is called Bad Choices. And what it's about is really, throughout history, it seems like we always follow the winners. And I started thinking, what happens to the losers? What happens to the people who made the wrong choice? And this really came to light to me when I heard an ancient fable. It was a fable that goes back to the time, the land of Canaan, before even the Hebrews lived there. You know, up in the north, what is now the Sea of Galilee, it's not really a sea, it's more like a lake. And around this lake were two ancient tribes. To the north were the Hittites, and to the south were the Jebusites.
How could you tell them apart?
Well, it's fairly easy. The Hittites grow from the top down, and the Jebusites... You know, why don't you tell them?
There were two tribes, and they really didn't get along together very well. And it was like a Romeo and Juliet story. The prince from the Hittites was in love with the princess from the Jebusites. And they were on the opposite sides of the lake. So during the summer, he used to swim across at night and spend the evening with her. And during the winter, he used to walk across on the ice. But during the spring and the fall, he couldn't go across because the water was too cold. And the canoes were all locked up on the waterfront by the waterfront counselor. So he used to have to go 3-4 months at a time without seeing his princess. And one year, he just couldn't take it anymore. He dove into the water and swam halfway across and drowned. So they named the lake after him, Lake Stupid.